The WaterScrumFall Antipattern is an enterprise-level anti-pattern. You could think of it as being the anti-pattern of a botched agile transformation. What you have with WaterScrumFall is the situation where an organization at scale usually, has found it very, very difficult to reduce batch sizes. They're still working in a very stage-gated and a very prescriptive way, effectively a waterfall way. It might be that they find it very, very difficult to stop trying to define requirements up front. It might be that they find it very, very difficult to get value released more quickly. So what they do is they choose bits of agile practice very, very selectively. A common implementation of WaterScrumFall is for an organization to only implement agile practices as far as development work is concerned. Development teams will be nominally agile. They'll develop code based upon requirements that have been given them as part of a large requirement set rather than an just-in-time basis. They'll develop that code, but that code will not actually be released for months, perhaps even years. In other words, big releases, huge batch sizes will still be planned. So none of the benefits of an agile transformation are actually realized. In a genuine agile transformation, requirements will be fed into a team on a just-in-time basis and value will be delivered continually, or at least as soon as possible, with very, very small batch sizes in effect. What happens with WaterScrumFall is certain agile behaviors, certain agile practices are chosen selectively, where they will fit in with the established way of doing things. An agile vocabulary will be co-opted. Certain terms will be applied in WaterScrumFall. They'll use terms like a Scrum Master, perhaps using the term to describe a project manager, with the role itself being fundamentally unchanged. They might talk about having a product owner, a Scrum-type product owner, when all that they've really got is perhaps a business analyst. They'll talk about having agile teams. They might even talk about having Scrum teams, but the people on those teams won't be fulfilling the Scrum role of a developer. They'll have their own very siloed skill sets. All that's really happened is agile practice has been layered as a veneer over the current way of working. And of course, fundamentally, that means no change. It becomes something of a pointless exercise. That's the tragedy and the travesty of WaterScrumFall. It's a pointless exercise because when you get underneath it, nothing really changes. The way to effect an agile transformation isn't through that anti-pattern of WaterScrumFall. It's through reducing batch sizes. And that's what you need to stay focused on when you manage an agile transformation. What's actually happening to the batch sizes here? Are we able to get value through earlier and more quickly so we can get a better return on investment?